Show, Peter G Show, Peter G Show, Peter G Show. Divorced dad, single dad, divorced dad, single dad. Peter G Show.
Hey. Hey, kids. Guess what time it is? Oh, yeah. I'm just getting warmed up. I feel good. How about you? It'll take a few minutes, let everybody kind of kick in, catch up. It's really weird with all the different little pages. Everybody forgets. I don't blame them. I would. Plus, we gotta wait for the official start of that weird music that really brings me in. It's picking up. Hey. Plus, I want to tune into my other pages, too, so just sit tight. Start the watch party real quick. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Let's all do it together. Hit share. Don't you find the... Oh, yeah, see, it says that I'm on. There I am. Then you hit the share. Hey, Pete. Hey. I'm going to hit a watch party. Bang. Boom. There's the official sound. Oh, yeah. All me. Boy, can't spell. I was writing call me tonight. Hey, call me tonight. I want you to call me tonight. Call me. All right. Sunday night. Just getting warmed up. Sorry. All over the map as usual. It's like pre-jitters. Tonight's going to be calling night. I decided that I'm going to have, guests 3 weeks out of the month and you and me 1 night out of the month. Just you and little old me and our 3 or 3 million fans. Somewhere in between there, right? That's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. But first, before I take any calls, before we get started with any of that stuff, I want to talk a little bit about thanking you for being here. I want you to start those watch parties. I want you to share it. Share it with your people. Come on, be a good sport. This is how we're doing it. Last week, we had Miss Nancy Muller on. Nancy's the life sensei. I want to thank her for coming on and sharing her life. She was married for 32 or 33 years. All of a sudden, the husband wants a divorce. He starts seeing somebody else. She was married longer than she was ever single. It's a little bit of a shocker. Throws you for a little bit of a loop. Actually, it throws you for a hell of a loop. And that's the problem. A lot of people can't deal with it. She dealt with it. She got through it. Now she talks to people about getting through it because a lot of people that can't deal with it. You mess yourself up. And if you mess yourself up, more than likely you're taking other people with you that depend and love you. Depend on you, your kids. That's why I decided to start talking a little bit more about my roots, about why we started this show, Surviving Divorce and Single Parenting. Life's a bitch. It really is. I mean, I love life. I really do. But let's face it. I mean, life's a struggle, whether it's trying to make enough money. You never have enough money, I guess. I mean, I learned to live within my means, but still, it's day to day. It really is. And, no matter what you have, your zeros, one person's just got more zeros on the end of the thing than the others, but believe me, they're sweating it just as much to hold on to what they've got. But anyway, that's what was last week with Miss Nancy Muller, and I really appreciated her being on. Maybe someday she'll come on again. We'll talk about more of that kind of stuff. But, that was what we did last week. Tonight, we're going to do just you and little old me. Hope to hear from... I only need a few of you to call in. We'll talk about whatever you want to get off your chest. If not, we're going to talk about what I'm going to talk about. And if you want to jump in and talk about it, that's great. But one thing for sure is we're going to talk. Before I keep going, next week I have Mr. Bob Paff on. East meets West. East meets west. Sorry, I forgot about my, forgot about my spawn. Oh, we'll be talking about Bolt Energy in a second. And, we forget. We get all crazy. East meets west, once a month. Baltimore, Maryland's radio talk show host, Mr. Bob Paff's going to jump on the screen with me, and we're going to talk about what's going on his side of the woods. You know, there's different takes. You know, I'm on the West Coast, he's on the East Coast, and you'd be surprised at what what I don't pay attention to and what he pays attention to, and it's all good stuff. He's very well versed, and that's why I have him on. I like him, and I know a lot of people are starting to like him too. We're trying to keep that steady. The last Sunday of the month. Oh, I forgot to do that too. Hello. So I just want to make sure we all get these watch parties straight. Get your adult beverage. There I am. There we go. Now I can see you guys. Sorry. Hey, Pete. All right. 2 inches. Now this is what I wanted to tell you real quick. Tonight, I couldn't be here again if it wasn't for Bolt Energy. Bolt Energy, electrify your senses. I'm very thankful for Bolt Energy. They see what I do every week and still believe in me. I say that same joke a lot, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Why Bolt Energy? This is the biggest deal. No preservatives. Go find an energy drink that doesn't have preservatives, and I'm telling you, you won't find it. That's a cleaner energy drink. These guys are workout fanatics, something I need to do very badly, turning into a fat ass, and it's not pleasant. Went to the doctor the other day. That's a whole nother story. We might talk about it tonight. Who knows? Depends if you guys call in or not, or you're going to lurk. Anyway, Bolt Energy. It's enriched with vitamins and antioxidants, and to me, Bolt Energy tastes great. It's refreshing. Doesn't have any nasty afterbite. I like it really, really cold. You don't have to drink a ton of it, and you don't get some supercharged over, like you're freaking out kind of buzz from it. That's not how it's supposed to be. But a lot of people think they got to get that and start, to know that it's working. It's a clean energy drink. It just gives me that, it just keeps me going naturally as possible. I'm gonna crack it open. All right. Oh yeah, listen to that sound. Salute, Bolt Energy. Ask for it in stores. If you can't find Bolt Energy, go to www.drinkboltenergy, and they will tell you where you can find it. But I'd ask for it in stores. Say, hey, you guys carry Bolt Energy? Tell them the Peter G Show sent you. Say, what is this Bolt Energy? And just say, come on, man. You got 80 million energy drinks in that cooler, but you need the right ones. Salute. Oh, it's got some lightly carbonated, so it's got some spark to it. I like it. Yeah, man. Talk about that in a little bit, too. Anyway, October 18th. Another week gone by. The month is blowing by. It's almost election time. Be glad when this shit is over, I swear. It's crazy. Between COVID, it's driving me nuts. I'm going to start getting into this, and you can, before I even start, I don't care who you vote for. I just want you guys to vote. But today, this is how really crazy weird it is. In my little old neck of the woods, I'm outside, and all of a sudden I hear car horns beeping. And car horns beeping, and big truck horns beeping. And guess what ended up passing by me? Yes, you guessed it. The Trump parade. This is the second week in a row. And I'm telling you, cars, trucks, motorcycles. It was endless. I'm being conservative by estimating about 10 miles of cars and trucks. I mean, even tractor trailers. People took time out of their lives to take their cars, fill them up with Trump flags and American flags and everything, and I'm telling you, it was endless. Just when you thought it was over, more kept coming. Some probably got stuck at red lights and this and that. It went on I don't know, I'd say a good 45 minutes easily. And it wasn't the same thing, cars running, rolling around. Hey, baby. Tonight's call-in night, girl. You can call in. So I'm standing there, and I really need to make that work. So I'm standing there, and it's like, holy crap. It's tell me people are going out of their way to take a time on a beautiful Sunday afternoon to be, in a Trump parade in their cars. And this is just this little area, not, you see it all over the place. But it was crazy. It was crazy. And I'm sitting there watching. I stopped what I was doing. We just stopped, and watched and kept on watching. And then right when I'm like, okay, I guess it's over, more kept coming. I mean, tractor trailers with big giant things going on. And believe me, nobody's getting paid for this. These are people that are, just wanted to do what they were doing. It was nuts. But I don't ever see any Biden parades. I don't. Now, again, I don't care who you vote for. I'm not going to get it. And let me tell you, while I'm standing there, we were standing there, I was with a friend, and a couple of times you heard a F Donald Trump, and it's like, okay, I don't want to get into arguments over this. I don't care. You have every right to vote for who you believe in. Just get up and vote, but don't be knocking. I mean, it is what it is. You have a choice to make, so make it, okay? But that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying these people had a choice to make. They took a beautiful Sunday afternoon, loaded up their cars, and made an effort. And they're not getting paid. They're just doing this because they believe. Good or bad, pick your poison. Better of two evils. However you want to put it. It's there's an agenda with everybody. But it went on and on for hours. Not hours. 45 minutes. It was just kind of crazy. And I just thought that was interesting because it's the second week in a row I've seen this. And but this one was just, again, 45 minutes. It had to be about 10 miles worth of cars. Easily. So I don't know how you feel about that kind of stuff, what you believe in, whatever. All I'm telling you is just like, if you want to make a difference in life, don't just sit around and bitch about it. Either, put up or shut up, I guess. That's the only way to put it. It's a little quiet tonight, I see people watching. Hi, Peter. I only got 2 pages up out of. So, I want tonight, I want to hear, tonight's got to be like one of those nights where get off your butt. Let's do something different tonight. The people that watch all the time, call me. Call me and talk to me about something. You want to say hi to me? That's great. Because I know one thing, nobody watches just to watch. My closest friends, and I was thinking about that, my closest friends do not watch me. They've been watching me for 40 years. They're just seeing me be me, which they saw and they've had, we've had enough. It's just different. But I know that a lot of people watch because they can relate to certain things, and that's why you watch. That's why you share. That's why you're into it. I talk about things, but what do you want to talk about? I got a full list of things that I can talk about. I'd rather talk to you, even if you want to talk about this. I tell you, until the elections are over, until we get this settled out, I'll probably be doing this till the first of the year. But, I'm talking about politics and stuff like that because it's deep. It's truly nothing like I've ever seen before in my life. And even back when I didn't give a shit, when I was younger, and so, oops, there we go, sorry. Even when I was younger, didn't care about this stuff, it never was this strong. So that's why I urge you to not only watch me, not only share the show, because I know if you weren't, if you didn't want to watch, you don't have to, but you might as well share it with people because, especially like last week, Nancy Mueller was on talking about her 32-year marriage that got pulled out right out from under her. She, all of a sudden, her husband's saying, I want a divorce. She's like, what the hell? Where do you start from? And so she shared her life, and I promise you there's people that need to hear these kind of stories who are in the same boat. That's why we do this. So it's, it's crazy, but it's crazy good. And some people need to, hold it all in until they explode, and that's not really cool. So do the right thing, okay? Trump's out there. I'm going to go do some more. I got so much ammo. You just watch the news, and it's like, everybody's criticized. He's out there in full force. Again, which brings me to another thing. It's like, it's like if these polls are so accurate, I just don't, I don't understand. So somebody, if you want to explain it to me, you can call in. I got too much of this going on. Okay. You can call me and explain it to me. Maybe you need to straighten me out, but let's talk about Trump and his rallies. He's doing his rallies. He's full-on crowds. They're showing the crowds. They are showing the crowds. Big-ass crowds. It's like stadium-looking crowds. Stadium-looking crowds. They show Biden's rallies. They focus more on Biden, and you just see like 10 feet around him. You don't see any crowds. What's up with that? Is there people that are watching him, or is there people that are not watching him? I'm just saying it's a little confusing to me because, again, I don't know what to believe, and I'm just believing what I'm seeing. I don't go by what they say, but all this stuff just doesn't add up to me. I mean, again, folks, I don't care who you believe in. You want to vote for Biden? Vote for Biden. If you want to vote for Trump, vote for Trump. But don't get all crazy about it. We're not going to start fist fighting over this stuff. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's not going to change a damn thing. But it freaks me out when I see... I mean, not freaks me out, but I'm just astonished by it. Joe Biden's out there doing his rallies. They show a 10-foot radius around him, where he's talking. And they don't show out and I just feel like it's purposely not being shown because there's nobody there. There's probably hundreds of people versus thousands of people for Trump. Now, again, whether you love him or hate him, I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm just making a fact, stating a fact. Think about it. If you've watched the news enough, I've seen that they're having people with Biden and they're in their cars, or he was in Michigan. He was really pushing on Michigan with the car makers and this and that, as if Trump doesn't have anything, decent to do with them. He made it look like that. But so there's cars in front of Biden, and maybe there was 4 people in a car or something like that. But how many cars? You couldn't tell. All you saw was the tip of a front end. And yet, Donald Trump gets out and he goes and does his thing, whether you love him or hate him. They're showing that crowd. I mean, it's crowd on the ground and then up bleachers, they're all over the place. So that's got to be an indicator of something, unless I don't know. There's some secret army that's going to come out. People are voicing their opinions. That's right. When I stood there today and watched this Trump parade go by an area that I was in, this was just one small area. Knowing that they stage these things all over the place. It's not just where I'm at. But it went on for 45 minutes. Car after car after car. Everybody's beeping their horns. I mean, it was just nuts. It was controlled nuts, but I mean, I was blown away by it. I'm going, who's got the time and energy to care that much? Well, apparently the American public does. So I thought it was kind of cool. And again, for the 15th time already, and I haven't even started hardly the show. People went out of their way to to make a statement, a peaceful statement, but to make a statement. Flags, pickup trucks, okay, and they weren't rednecks, okay, just, trucks, giant flags out the back, cars, flags, motorcycles, flags, American flags, Trump flags. I saw Hispanic flags. You tell me. 818-259-7983. I'm going to open up the phone lines if anybody wants to call. And you need to call. Tonight's the night that you get your chance to voice your voice. Because I'm only going to do this once a month, I think, right now. We're going to have guests three out of the 4 weeks. And then 1 week, it's just me and little old you. Call me. 818-259-7983. I'm going to take a sip. Cheers. Speak your mind. Tell me something. Hey, Peter, you suck. Heard that one before. Which led to divorce. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. Next, I'll just keep on keeping on. Airline layoffs. I wanted to talk about this last week. They're laying off a ton of people in the airlines. I haven't flown recently. I haven't flown since May. And they're laying off all these people. Plane tickets are still pretty damn cheap. Just saying. And now they're saying that flying in a plane is air quality wise is actually pretty damn safe as long as you keep your mask on, because they have great ventilation and filtration. I mean, they studied it, and I don't think they can put this was the government, the FAA or whoever the hell, not the FAA, but somebody up there. I can't remember, and I didn't write that down, but it was a study. They actually did a study. So, you know, I know they want to increase, you know, business. They've been eating it. It's killing them. I'm not afraid to fly. I mean, you just put your mask on and you know, wash your hands. Whatever. Do the best you can. Life keeps going. But they're doing a gazillion layoffs. Sucks. Early retirements. All that. Do your part. I mean, if you got to go someplace, go someplace. Just be safe. Use your head. Wow, 10 miles of cars. That's right. Valerie. You get to see that. I got to keep watching these pages. It had to be 10 miles of cars. Easily. It was 45 minutes. Longer than a freight train. I mean, they stopped, you know, I was at an intersection. And I can just tell that, you know, other cars got separated, and so then they'd catch up and this and that. But it was serious. That's dedication. I think I was Googling it, trying to look it up, and I think, you know, they're organizing this stuff, and they're doing it every Sunday. But who goes out of I mean, you know, I got tons of stuff to do on a Sunday. You know what I mean? And I support, but I don't know if I want to spend my Sunday gathering around, you know, parading. Although, you know, it is definitely making a statement. But here's the deal. The ones who are going to do and vote for Trump are going to do and vote for Trump. The ones who are not are not. I mean, you know, I'm pretty fixed on which way I'm going, and that's that. I don't need to parade, but, you know, it really does send a message. I mean, you see that, and it's like, you know, some people will snarl and call them a bunch of assholes or whatever. It's like, I don't know. You know, they believe. And they're not hurting anybody. Not hurting anybody. Just be decent. Be peaceful. Speaking about peaceful, what's going on? Portland is out of control. Portland, Oregon. The other white meat. Portland. They're destroying that city. Nobody's getting a grip on it. Why? Why would you let people do... Well, I know why they're doing it, in my own theory, but it's out of hand. They're pulling down statues again. They're pulling down statues. This time they pulled down Abraham Lincoln. That shit costs money, number one. Say no to Joe and the hoe. Seriously? I didn't. I'm just reading texts, man. I just read what I see. So in Oregon, they're throwing paint on statues. They're pulling them down. I mean, that stuff costs money, people. It's your tax dollars, state, federal. I mean, this is ridiculous. Ruining people's businesses, destroying property. This is the bullshit, and they're doing it to, you know, just to ruin the economy. And when is enough enough? When is enough enough? 818-259-7983. It's going to be one of those nights. Like, here we go. I'm going to call it pulling teeth night. Pulling teeth. Because trying to get you to call in is like pulling teeth. I know you guys have stuff on your mind and stuff you want to talk about, but you'll just sit there and watch me. I'm used to it. That's why I have a ton of stuff to talk about. But I really didn't want to talk about it. I really rather talk to you or somebody else. I'm just saying. I was noticing as I watched the shows, you know, I take sips. I'm thirsty. I'm talking for an hour. We don't have commercial breaks because a lot of TV people, you never see them drinking on camera or anything like that. I mean, drinking anything. Water bottles. Well, you do, but you don't. I don't care. I mean, we're all friends, right? I'll get thirsty. I'm talking for an hour, and I'm talking before that, and I'm talking after it, and yelling. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway. Oh, well, I got sidetracked when I keep jumping from one thing to the other. But I was talking about Trump and his rallies, and, he just got off over the coronavirus, and, and they're heavily criticizing him. And then we had both those town halls this week. Those town halls. Joe Biden was on one channel. Trump's on another channel. Joe Biden's getting his ass kissed by Stephanopoulos. That's what happens when you have a goddamn Greek over there. And then Trump is getting grilled by what's-her-face. But he don't care. He don't care. And I don't blame him. You got to give the man credit. He's been getting kicked for 3. And again, if you don't like him, tough shit. I'm just saying, you got to give him credit. He's been getting kicked by his own, Congress and, just people for 3.5 years, and he still just keeps going. I'd like to see anybody else do that. You'll buckle. Not easy. Not easy at all. But don't forget, 818-259-7983, y'all. Anything you want to get off your chest. Anything. Your relationship. No? I'll just sit here. I don't keep talking about stuff. I just know there's a lot of things. Because here's what you do. You guys do this every single week when I do this. And I bitch about it, too, every single week. I'll do this show. Then I start getting the emails, the instant messages, and the texts commenting. And nobody wants to do it right when we do the show live. What is the purpose? I could pre-record this show then. And not have to kill a Sunday. Because let me tell you something about Sunday nights. I know it's hard. It's late on the East Coast. And I have a lot of people say, Peter, I love you. But it's late. And I got to get up at 4 in the morning. I got to get up at 5 or 6. I go to work. But I totally get it. I really do. But also for me, it's a Sunday. I'm doing something with my daughter, or I can't do anything with friends, and I'm going to talk about my daughter, which I don't do a whole lot lately because she's off the grid. But the thing is, then I have to stop. It's like I can't get too involved because Daddy's got to go do his little show in an undisclosed location in Burbank, California. Just saying. So it's hard for me, too. But that's the whole thing. My whole premise was a live show. And I will not back down. Won't back down. Because I said, we'll keep doing it. People are used to it. There's a great bit of you that know every Sunday night, whether you pop on for 5-10 minutes or whatever you pop on, you can watch this show in repeats. You can watch it on demand. It's rerun through the week. All kinds of stuff. But, you have choices. As long as you watch. I don't care. I mean, I do care. Live, I really want to build the live thing up. I love live. I was into live entertainment, But I can pre-record, and I don't, so long as you're watching. That's what's most important to me. You're making yourself present, and I love you for it. I really do. But it's funner. More fun. Funner. I just like it when you're right here with me. Even though you're texting and stuff like that, phone call. If I get one phone call tonight, I guess I'll have to be happy for it. 818-259-7983. But anyway, that's just the way it goes. So Trump got criticized for coronavirus and then going out and doing his rallies and all that. I'm going to repeat. I said this a few weeks ago. Sturgis, big giant motorcycle event every year in Sturgis. And about 250,000 bikers of all types went to this event. They did not cancel it. And the whole place was pretty much maskless. And they're going, oh, this is going to be a super spreader, and this is going to be horrific, and it's going to, spread coronavirus and this and that. You didn't hear shit about it. You heard about it during the 4 or 5 day event. And then after it was over, all these people came from all walks of the country and went their own ways, and you don't hear anything about it. So then a week or two later, I see a friend of mine, and he post this post about some German company that was monitoring the people that went to Sturgis. I don't know how the hell they do it with cell phones. I have no idea how they do it. And saying that they went to Sturgis and it's causing 250,000 more cases of coronavirus because of them all congregating and gathering in Sturgis at this motorcycle event. And I called bullshit. And all of a sudden, I caught hell from like some guy who was on the same page of my friends. And he's going, "What makes you think that's bullshit? These people are out spreading the virus and blah blah blah." And I'm saying, if it was that big a deal, the media would be all over it. They love jumping on it, making a molehill into a mountain. There's been no talk about it. And who's this company from Germany? I could write an article. And put a picture in front of it, and I guarantee you I'll get a bunch of people to believe me. Why? Because it's on the internet. I read it. It's on the internet. And so I shut up. I didn't answer. I didn't want to make a big thing. I love my friends, and I don't want to make a big thing. They believe in what they believe, and again, just whether you want to vote for Biden or, Trump, whatever. But I don't want to get into fights over it. I really don't want to lose friends over this because it's going to go away and we're all still going to be alive and we need to all get along. So I let it go. This guy's, calling me out and I just let it go. And here we are. It's a month, 2 months later now. Haven't heard a thing about this shit. Believe me, if it was something serious, they'd be all over it like a fly on shit. I'm just saying. Saw a thing on Bruce Springsteen today. All right, you might want to sit down for this one. My buddy Nick, I got a friend of mine, he's a Bruce Springsteen fanatic, but I saw this. You ready? Bruce Springsteen says he's going to move to Australia if Trump wins. I just looked at it, and all of a sudden you start reading the comments. And 90% of the people are like, who gives a shit? Go already. They're going, your music sucked. Hasn't been any decent since 1984 or whatever. But it was just funny. It's like all these celebrities, the list is endless. Rosie O'Donnell, all threatening to move to Canada and this and that. Not one of them have. I mean, they might take a trip there, but they haven't moved there. But Bruce Springsteen, going to move to Australia. He's talking about how nice it is in Australia. That's right. See you, Bruce. Love you, but life's full of choices. And he can afford to live wherever he wants to live. But so much for born in the USA, right? I just thought it was kind of funny because I started, reading this whole little article and. It's like, and again, the comments, because really, the people speak, and they're going, who gives a shit? You want to move? Move. If you're threatening to move, and they go, I guarantee you, if Trump wins, you're not moving. You're just bitching about it, but you're all talking no action. It's like, move. Who cares? You can always come do an American tour. Somebody will pay for it to come. You'll pack out stadiums like always. Go live in Australia. Australia's beautiful. I'd love to live in Australia. But I still would want to live here. I love living here. Land of the free. I'm just saying. 818-259-7983. I don't know. Call me crazy, but I just thought for sure there's going to be one or two people wanting to get something off their chest. And be brave enough to call and just talk about it. It's like, how friggin' hard is that? Because I'm getting the calls and I can't take them during when I have guests. I don't want to take up the time to talk when I have a guest that I want to talk to. And by the way, next week, East meets West. Spoke to Bob. He'll be here. Not easy, but he'll be here. So my daughter, she's growing up so freaking quick. I mean, it blows my mind. And I needed to do my voting ballot. And she's really into this. She's only 14. But she's an old 14. She's an old soul. She's just, again, we all love our children, but I've been very blessed with a child that is pretty much together so far. It's been a great ride. And so she's into watching these debates. It's like, when I was 14, I could give a shit. I was out riding my bicycle, or, we were out getting in trouble somewhere. But she's, it's a different time. It's a different world, social media, this and that. And I mean, and I'm very blessed with her. And on top of that, she's got a pretty good sense of humor and semi-warped. The apple don't fall far from the tree. I'm very grateful for it, because when she gets laughing, she can't even breathe. She's trying to talk, and it's funny watching her, because she's struggling to breathe because she's cracking herself up. But anyway, so I said, listen, after dinner, I said, I want you to share this with me. I want to share this with you. I want us to fill out the voting ballot together, because there's a lot of these propositions and things, all these props. Oh my God. I'm not getting sidetracked, but I'm getting so many of these I have a P.O. box too. And for business mail and all that. And it was full with these full color giant flyers. I mean, there had to be 15 of them. Proposition this, proposition that, front and back. How much do those cost to print? They have to. I mean, they're full on color, glossy. And so I pull them out of the box, and the first thing, it's like trash. Don't even want to read it. Don't want to look at it. Trash. I go to try to throw them away. The post office has all the trash bins taped up and taped shut. They're getting overflow. Everybody's throwing in the trash, so they wanted you to take them home, throw them out somewhere else. It just blew my mind again, because the post office is like, it was going in the box straight into the trash. What a waste of money. All that money, I turn on the TV, one ad after another. There's got to be like 10 proposition ads in between whatever show you're watching per commercial break. What are they going to do to fill all that time once all this goes away? And how much does that cost? And where does that money come from? I'm just saying. So, we sit down after dinner, and we start to go over the voting ballot. And I said to her, okay, here's what your job is going to be. I said, you're going to read, because these booklets come that explain who you're voting for, your options of who you're going to vote for, what they do and what their purpose is and all that kind of stuff. And then the propositions are, here's the proposition, the yes means this and the no means that. So I had her read all that stuff, and I said, this is good for her. So she read it. I sit there, and then we talk about it, and we decide together. I mean, a couple of times we went the other way. It's my voting ballot, but she says, whatever, Dad, and I respect her opinion. I really do, because sometimes my daughter makes a lot of sense sometimes, and it's me that's the crazy one. I mean, it's just fact. I'm just saying. And so we pick, and I'd let her fill in the little, you take the ballot, and you just kind of, it's like a computer ballot. You got to just darken the circle that you want, which way you want to go. And so we'd vote. There was a couple of times on a couple of these propositions, I couldn't make heads or tails out of it. Really couldn't. And she couldn't either. So I said to her, go over by the bar, and there's a quarter on the counter at the house. I said, go get a quarter. So she gets up and she gets a quarter. She goes, and what do you want this for? I go, and then she looks at me. She starts like smiling, and she starts cracking up. She goes, you're not doing what I think we're going to do. I go, I think what you think we're doing that we're going to do, I think we're going to do it. And I said, we're going to flip a coin. I mean, you got to vote, or if I leave it blank, I don't know what happens. So there was about two of them, maybe three. I just was very undecisive. It just, they were painting a picture that just was very vague to me. And in one aspect, I understand it, but on another aspect, I understand it too. So we just said, well, okay. So we flipped a coin. Well, I mean, it's just like, if you're voting for president. Oh, and she got a big kick out of Kanye West was definitely, he's on the birthday party. He's vice president, though. He's running for vice president. Now, I don't have it in front of me. I wasn't going to talk about that, but I thought he was going to run for president, but he's on the ballot. He's on the actual ballot. How much does that cost? Not that it matters. 818-259-7983 for those of you who will not call in. I was going to call my buddy Nick up and just see what his thoughts were about Bruce Springsteen saying he's going to leave the country. He's going to move to Australia. And then I thought about it. I go, I'll just make it a clip and post it all over his page so he can't avoid it and see what he thinks. What do you think? Who gives a shit about these celebrities saying they're going to move? Does anybody? I don't. It's not going to make or break my life. I'm sure it's not going to make or break yours. I'm not going to cry about it. They got enough money to live forever anywhere they want to live. And I'm going to worry about about that. At the end of the day, they're not scholars. They're no geniuses. They write songs. No, I am not. You can take my opinion. This is just all my opinion. It doesn't mean shit. I'm just voicing it on what I believe. And relaying the message. The messenger. Kinda. Because somebody's got to do it. Because there's nights like this where nobody calls. Especially when you make a night like this for somebody to call. And we pushed it this week. Call me. Call me. Call me. Call me. Call me. Nobody. You'll make comments all week long. One day, things will change. For right now, hi, my name is Peter. You're watching the Life of Peter G Show. Every Sunday night right here on Facebook. The Peter G Show page. Which then gets uploaded to YouTube's, LinkedIn, clips on Instagram, sometimes TikTok. I'm getting a little bit tired of TikTok. It's too addictive. But the 1 minute, it's too much work. Screw it. I don't need to be famous on TikTok. I don't need to be famous. I'm just doing what I'm doing because I believe in what I do. And I don't understand these women that just do all this stupid shit on TikTok. And it's okay, they got 1 million followers because they're kind of hot. But then what? What you got? What does that do? This whole influencer thing and being influencers, it's all going, I can see it. It's slowly going to the wayside. It's like they're wearing it out because they're taking people who are nothing, know nothing, but because people are watching them, they go, okay, now we put ads with you and we're going to pay you to do it because people are watching it. And I get that too, but at the end of the day, philosophically, it's pretty fucking stupid. I just swore. But it is. It's just, I'm telling you to do something, but I know nothing. Is what they're doing. But you're watching. And I get it. I really do. But, somebody just said, just a friend of mine, he said, this is the last season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And he said, see, there is some good that comes out of 2020. And he's right. That was a prime example of people that have nothing to give to society who have just made $1 gazillion for no reason whatsoever. I mean, if you really break it down, it's like, what the hell what are they bringing to the table? Nothing. Somehow or another, they managed to grab your curiosity and you just watch train wrecks. And they got paid. You paid them to go to exotic islands and do vacations. And, I mean, you paid them to live an exotic and an elaborate life is what you did. While you struggle and work at the Dollar General store. That's your escape, and you're making them money. Again, they should be thanking you like there's no tomorrow. But that's what happens here. Influencers. Social media. Everything's so different now. Oh, wow. Time's flying when you're having fun. 818-259-7983. The lurkers. Oh, speaking of lurkers. I got a couple. Of really, really silent. They're like way in the background. They watch, they critique, they watch. Making sure my ties match. It's crazy. Quotes. Can read me back quotes. That's intense. I don't even... Most of the time, I don't remember what the hell I said from the show before. But I can get somebody quote me what I said. It's awesome. Because to me, I always said for years, it's like if you tell the truth, you never have to remember what you say. And that's the easiest thing for me. It's because I don't lie. So I don't have to cover my ass. I can just, even when I talk stupid shit, and I talk stupid shit a lot, I do because I like to have fun. But I never have to remember what I say. I mean, sometimes I have to, but I mean, it's because for a reason of something. But, it's not like, it's not Babylon, but we just talk about stuff. It's harmless stuff. Hopefully something educational out of the whole deal. But I don't have to remember it. I don't. If you want to bring it to my attention, I'll go back and think about it and go, oh, yeah. But am I focusing on, like, I say, and that's the difference. See, I do what I do, and then it's like, next, on to the next step. There's so many. This is show number 89 of the Life with Peter G. Now, there's many more shows before that, before we started doing the Facebook thing. But this is Facebook Life with Peter G. Live, show number 89. 89, people. I don't know about you, but to me, that's not so bad. 89 shows. I got to figure out what I want to do for the 100th. Or if I want to do for the 100th. But that's a lot. That says a lot. Because most people as, what was her name? Oh, Christ. Great. Again, I wanted to tell you something. Somebody told me that most people who do vlogs or podcasts or, who start up things, doing things, they don't last but seven shows maximum. Maximum. 7 shows. That's nothing to me. So do 89. Next week will be show number 90. Still nothing to me. It's because it's what I do. But apparently it takes a lot. And I know, I know it takes a lot. But see, I don't mind doing it because I love what we do. But believe me, it takes a lot. And that's why I tell people, there's a lot of people in this world that are sprinters, but you have to be a marathon runner. Slow and steady. We're starting to run out of time and not one single caller. This bothers me, okay? One person has to call in with something of worth to bring to the table. I'm going to start advertising for normal people to call to come on the show. I'm telling you, I've got a couple of little different ideas going on, but I just thought I'd give you the floor. If you only knew how many people voice their opinions after the show, I'm going, just bring it. The problem is you voice your opinion after the show, and the people who are watching can't hear or see it. And that's my problem. Even when you text me what you want to get off your chest, there's a lot of people, certain shows, they start, ad-libbing with the texts. And it's cool, but everybody can't see that. So it's like, if you have a valid point to make, why not just call, or I put you on the screen and make your point if it's that important? Because obviously it is, because you're reacting to it. And there's certain shows that people get all crazy about it, and they start really going to town. And after the shows and the reruns and the instant messages and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, bring it to the table. Let people hear it, because they probably need to hear it. But, you know, this has been an ongoing battle, and I've learned to accept it. And that's why I said, you know, it's like, you can call in, or I can sit and talk about stuff. And you can sit there and shake your head and agree with me. But I really want, you know, it's kind of cool to hear other people's voices, you know, really talking about it. But at the end of the day, we're going to keep moving forward. Just saying. Hi, my name is Peter. Oh, shit, I should have done. I'm not going to do it now. The show's almost over. See, damn it. All right, maybe I will. Maybe I will. It's gotten to the point where... I'll close the show out with this. It's gotten to the point where, you know, if certain people... Let's see if we can bring this guy to the light. This is a guy who's talking his opinion about people, and I'm going to bring it out. I want you to watch this, okay? I want you to watch this. I want you to pay attention, because this guy is going to break it down and talk about really what's going on. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to do this right now. All right, you guys, here you go. I forgot to do this. Should have done it earlier.
So today we're going to talk about how a lot of things are stupid right now, because there's a whole bunch of stupid people who are making decisions that are stupid, and then there's a whole bunch of other stupid people who think that they're really smart by saying that the stupid people and the stupid things they're doing are smart because they agree with the stupid things they're doing. And so the people are pretending they're smart, but they're actually really stupid, but they can't admit that they're stupid, even though the things that are going on are stupid. And so you got a whole lot of stupid being perpetrated by a whole lot of stupid people, and then supported by even more stupid people, and then the rest of us are just kind of standing around going, this ain't good.
This ain't good.
And so there's pretty much, you know, that's pretty much it. That's what's going on. I don't know what to tell you. It's just a whole lot of stupid going on.
I don't know what to tell you either. I think he's got a point. Whole lot of stupid going on. What do you think? I forgot all about that. Should have done that at the beginning of the show. Whole lot of stupid going on. I mean, number one, I dig his underdog shirt. It's like, when Miss Polly's in trouble, I am not slow. It's hip, 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 and away I go. Whole lot of stupid going on. In fact, we should probably watch that again, don't you think?
So today we're gonna talk about how a lot of things are stupid right now, because there's a whole bunch of stupid people who are making decisions that are stupid, and then there's a whole bunch of other stupid people who think that they're really smart by saying that the stupid people and the stupid things they're doing are smart because they agree with the stupid things they're doing. And so the people are pretending they're smart, but they're actually really stupid, but they can't admit that they're stupid, even though the things that are going on are stupid. And so you got a whole lot of stupid being perpetrated by a whole lot of stupid people, and then supported by even more stupid people, and then the rest of us are just kind of standing around going, this ain't good. And so there's pretty much, that's pretty much it. That's what's going on. I don't know what to tell you. Just a whole lot of stupid going on.
That's pretty much it. I gotta agree. It's a whole lot of stupid going on. Wow. With this pill, I am not slow. It's hip, 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 and away I go. Whole lot of stupid going on. I'm just saying. That makes our sensibility of the week statement. Whole lot of stupid going on. What do you think? I like it. I like this guy. He might be my co-host. Just for the shirt alone. He makes a lot of sense in a stupid kind of way. Don't you agree? Since nobody wants to call in. All right, the show's over, folks. Nothing to see here. It's been my pleasure to be with you, as always. I hope that through the course of the week, you will share, talk to me, be well, think before you speak, be kind, don't be an asshole. Plenty of those. Next week you'll be seeing East Meets West. Mr. Bob Paff, Baltimore radio talk show host Bob Paff, is going to co-host right here on the big screen with me. We're going to pick his brain, see what's going on the East Coast side, see what I'm missing, and we're going to talk about what's going on. Whatever he's got to bring to the table, I'm just going to, we're going to just bounce back and forth. We're going to ping pong from coast to coast, talking about what we feel is important to speak about. We're getting closer to the end of October. Handle it, people. I love each and every one of you for putting the effort out to pay attention to little old me, but it's for a reason. Just ask stupid guy. He's out there for a reason. Don't forget to watch the reruns, the rebroadcasts. You can talk, you can chime in, you can send instant messages, you can text, you can call. You can do all of that so long as you do something. Do your part. Doing nothing and complaining about it is ridiculous. That's it. I think I covered all the bases for this evening. And I got to tell you, you broke the record again. Not one single person with the right cause to call in and say, hey, Peter, I got something I need to get off my chest. But I'm used to it. So used to it. That's why I started bringing guests on. I want to thank everybody for watching Life of Peter G, the Peter G Show, right here live on Facebook The Peter G Show, every Sunday night, 8:30 Pacific, 10:30 Central, 11:30 on the East Coast. Share, share, share. Watch parties. You can do that anytime. You can watch the show on demand. It goes to YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, many pages, and TikTok occasionally too. It's hard with TikTok. I'm bouncing back and forth with that. Either way, I want to thank my sponsor, Bolt Energy. Electrify your senses, people. Why Bolt Energy? It's got no preservatives. A cleaner energy drink. Go find an energy drink with no preservatives. Won't find one. Bolt Energy is the only energy drink with no preservatives. Enriched with antioxidants and vitamins. Ask for it in stores. Tell them the Peter G Show sent you. If they don't have it, say why not? If you can't find Bolt Energy, go to www.drinkboltenergy and they will tell you where you can find it. They're growing, tastes good, does what it's supposed to do, and you don't need 1,000,000 ounces of it. That's it. Till next week. Don't forget, Mr. Bob Paff's going to be on next week. I thank you for everything you guys do. Believe me, it does not go unnoticed, and it does not go unappreciated, and I love you for it. Again, it's not easy, and I know it. I'm living it. But never say die. Time to get out of here, right? Unless you want to watch Stupid Guy again. Talk to you guys soon, all right? Peace out. Don't take any wooden nickels. Be kind. I can't say that enough. All right? See you later. Let's hit the music. That's right.
Peter G Show. Peter G Show. Peter G Show. Peter G Show. Divorced dad. Single dad. Divorced dad. Single dad. Peter G Show.